Hello, I am back. So we're going to do one more planet and then I probably should go and get some sleep. So, let us create a new planet. I don't know how many planets you're allowed or whatever. Oh yeah, see, those are the 2 DLCs that I don't have installed. Right, so which human spirit do we want now? So we've got the goddess, who is interested in gold. The huntress, who is interested in food and gold. The inventor, who's in... I think we've already done the inventor and the sage. I don't think we've done the goddess, the huntress, or the pirate queen, who are all very interested in gold. So who should we start with this time, do you think? I'm not actually seeing any, like, game sound right now. Is that because... Oh, yeah, it's because we're in the planet. For some reason, there's no music when we're in the planet. So thinking goddess, maybe? Okay, well, Auntie Meow, this is for you. Oh, optic one is saying huntress, though. Biotica within the goddess's city borders gain 50% of everything. And all herbivores Biotica gain 100% of them if adjacent to at least one herbivore. Ooh. Yeah, okay, let's go huntress then, if you don't mind. See, we didn't unlock the Savannah Giant yet, sadly. So Swamp Giant's high yield science. Ocean is high yield mystery. High yield gold. And your high yield food. Create creek. Create anomaly. Why am I not... I've not used any of that. Like create creek, create anomaly, create mountain. Natural feature that adds 3 slots above the top row. I'll have to have a look at that and see if that's something I can do yet or whether I need to upgrade a little bit first. But I'm not sure whether to go for forest or swamp this time. What do you think, chat? Forest or swamp? No, swamp. Forest seems more of a hunt. Why do you do this to me, chat? One of you says one of them and one of you says the other. Every time. Alright, forest. Okay, we did swamp last time, I suppose. So that's 2 against 1. So I'm still going to be in discovery. Well, we could go up in difficulty. I don't know if you get better scores going up in difficulty, but I do feel that at the moment discovery is still enough of a challenge for me. Because we still haven't done like half of the scenarios and things that we need to do. So let's create the planet then. Because chat got a chat. You do, don't you? Chat got a chat. So they're all having a big old party. Right, so we'll start them off in the forest because they kind of... We want our hunters in the forest, right? That's what Demi said. Hunters in the forest. Doing so much better at just the general control of the game now. Like, oh my goodness, I was so bad at the beginning. Almost embarrassingly bad, I feel. But that was the whole point of this stream. The whole point of this stream was to be embarrassingly bad at it and learn how to play before I did a YouTube video on it. So I'll just do a YouTube video of however far I get. I'll do another planet on from that as my YouTube video. Okay, so we'll just settle right slap bang in the middle of that. Why do I always do this to myself? I always do too many on one side. But that's okay. So we've got an animal booster there. So what does that mean? You get an extra 50%. I'm starting to look into things in more detail, like the boosters and things like that. Whereas I wasn't looking at those before. And it's a learning process. You start off not knowing anything, and then as you learn more, you're like, I've got that bit down, so what extras? What extras? What extras? So I need to put an animal there if possible. Now, we want to get 3 populations. So to do that, we're going to need an animal. So that will be the crab. That gives us a decent amount of population. So that would probably just be a rabbit then, at the moment. There you go, rabbit. Gonna have lots of extra stuff. That's 2 out of 3. Let's see if it goes to 3. It might do, it might not. It did! Yay! And it looks like we've got 3 micro charges. So to buy micros that upgrade your biotica, well, so this is the first time we've had these, will be cashed in for prosperity at the end of a picked era. So let's have a little look. Available in the planet shop with technology. Used to create random micros with a corresponding ability. Micros can be used to upgrade Botanica. Okay. Open a menu to place micros you've drawn. So we've got centipedes, which can upgrade an animal 40%. Sphagnum moss, which can upgrade an animal with 25 extra food. I'm going to use sphagnum moss and upgrade my rabbits with it. And then it wants 2 animals within borders. So the only other ones we have are the stoats, and they will give us 25 gold. So I'm going to pop those down. Okay, so we have upgraded ourselves to a huntress village. I'm being so much more specific about what I'm doing and why at this point. All right, let's get another little bit of forest down. If this goes wrong, blame Demi. No, I don't think it will. I think having a food-rich biome is a really good thing here. So I need 3 animals within borders. So should I put down some more rabbits, or? I feel like that might be the way to go. But they only get, like, the adjacency bonus for being next to one other critter. So it would have been better, honestly, having the rabbits in the middle and surrounding them with stoats. So that's the mistake I've already made. But these guys are already doing it incredibly. So I could do rabbits there and 2 stoats, or I could draft a new animal for the forest. Let's see, we have a pangolin. For each adjacent bioticum type, it will give you extra. Yep, okay, I think we're going to unlock a pangolin. And Avak will be so happy because he loves pangolins. I feel like that's a good draft that we did there. It helped us a lot. We've also got the palace cat, which gives us extra for being next to a gem. So I'm going to put the pangolin here. Because it wants 3 animals within borders to upgrade us. Okay, perfect. So we're on 7 out of 8 population already towards the level 3 huntress village. We're doing great here, like within a really small amount of time. I'm super, super happy with this. They're little awkward hands, I know. They're just cute little dudes, aren't they? Well, we're getting so much extra stuff. That's brilliant. Maximize prosperity now. Oh, so I'm guessing level 2 is the most we can get in this era. So let's see what they want to build. So if there are 2 to 3 distinct animals within borders, you can get some extra. Or 40 extra gold. And then a fishing hut. I don't know whether to go for hunter or trapper here, because it depends on what we go for in the next round. I think I'll go for hunter. Just get that extra population and that extra food. There's some really good population going on here, which is perfect. And we've just expanded the village's borders out, which is wonderful. We also have another town that we can go for. So I need to be a little bit more specific about where we put these other towns. So one kind of here and one kind of here, I think. We don't want these big gaps in between anymore. So I'm going to put like a little terraformed section of maybe some desert. Desert's quite often a good one for my second village. So a little bit of desert just over here. And then we can leave this guy over here, and then they can come around here to start a village there. And I'm going to start one kind of around that sort of area. And hopefully they'll have a bit more room to spread out, because I've been kind of failing on that up until now. By the way, thank you so much for the hype train earlier. Like, it got to level 4. It's another thing I need to kind of slightly sort out, along with the bitrate being unstable thing. And the shout-outs not working. So that's my 3 things for today. Every time I stream, I expect I will find, for a while anyway, I'll find something new that I need to do. Okay, so let's zoom in around here. And let's tell these guys to make their way over. So, do we want a diplomat? Or do we want a science and food botanist? I'm kind of tempted by... I've never played the diplomat before. So I'm actually really tempted to have a diplomatic tribe just to try it out. Yeah, like when you... Yeah. When it expands the main village, it doesn't take the land away from you. It's really quite cool. So I think we're going to go for the diplomat. I've decided. Executive decision here. And we're going to get the nomads to come and settle down here. So in a way, diplomacy might be quite easy, because it's like you don't have to particularly choose one thing or t'other. There they come. They went on a big old walk. I mean, it still doesn't seem like this very far away, to be honest, but the planet just isn't that big. Okay. Juneborough. We have Juneborough now. Left click to inspect. So we're needing to try and get 5 prosperity here. And it doesn't really matter how. I don't know if there's anything that particularly gives you more prosperity, though. I'm gonna pop down a little bit more desert land. And I'll try and work on what we want to do with this. There's the potential for quite a lot of interaction here. So let's have a look. So we've got redstone. And we've got quartz. I'm not really sure like how we get prosperity. Like how do we get it? Do we just get it from anything, or? Oh yeah, so it's by leveling up basically. So level up just everything. So it's just a general thing. Okay, cool. So I know that redstone does some good stuff if you put it next to a plant. So what we could do is surround a piece of bush, sagebrush. Take sagebrush and surround it with some redstone. That is a barren piece of undergrowth. I'm getting more used to the controls here. Like the controls for me just haven't been an easy thing. So we're upgrading gold here, we're upgrading tech here, there's all sorts of interactions going on, and we're already at 6 out of 5 prosperity. And it would like me to have 3 cities with 10 prosperity. So to do that, I'm going to need to start a new city. Okay, so we can build a fishing hut, a trapper, a stone cutter, element biotica, fruit trees. So we certainly don't have fruit trees at the moment. What's element biotica? Redstone is. Okay, so what I'm thinking, put loads of redstone around and choose something that's good for element biotica. Stone cutter. They'll make it quite tech heavy, but that's cool. And then I need to start my 3rd village. So what do we want to do for our 3rd village? We have someone interested in like the diplomacy side of things. We have someone interested in gold and food. But we don't have someone that's particularly just looking for science. So maybe, so we either make the diplomat into our tech hub or we choose the inventor, I would say. What do you think, chat? My personal leaning is that the goddess is probably too similar to the huntress. Sneak obsidian science! Yes, well, I think that is a good idea. I think science is a good idea. So call the inventor. And we need... Oh, I'm silly Billy because I didn't put down any... Help us! We need to put down somewhere for you to go. So technology, what's a good biome for tech? I feel like desert's better for tech, so that's what we're gonna do. So kind of there or there, maybe there. Out there. Get you around the planet, mister. And then I need to get these settlers, wherever they are, to come and settle down here. Come on, I want you to go here. Where are they? Are they coming? Yeah, okay. There you go. That can be your place. So we have inventors now. They can be technology lovers. And they want to have 3 technology. We have a nice bonus super booster slot here. Let me have a look at what we could do. So I could do the whole Jerboa sandcat thing. We could put sandgrass and redstone in. Sandgrass and redstone is quite good. The redstone itself... that's annoying because the sandgrass would go ideal there. We've got the super booster slot there. And I don't really want to waste that on sandgrass. Barren counts as an empty slot. Can you put stuff on top of it then? If I put like sage grass there, I'm actually going to get you to put some terraforming here as well. So it's saying counts as an empty slot, but I bet if I put something on top of it, it wouldn't. Got an output of 15, so I'm going to start putting red rocks around it. And that should then increase everything. Hurrah! We did it! So we should get an increase in the size of everything. And I may replace these later as we get boosters and things, but at the moment we've only got micros. So I'm wondering, we could have a centipede for animals, a jeweled beetle that can upgrade a mineral. No, I'm not going to worry about micros for now then. I am going to put in a 3rd redstone to get the extra tech and the extra gold for it being next to this sagebrush. So it being around it like that just it makes so much sense. And it gives so much more than just a quartz wood. So they're doing great. It hasn't asked me for any more kind of city requests at the moment. The inventor is inventing something new. The inventor and the diplomat have become friends because the inventor likes the fact that the diplomat is boring. The huntress and inventor became friends because they all love nature. Yay, we've chosen really good people that like to be friends with each other. Yay! Okay, so neutral village, which is what this one. Junesborough. Needs this village to be at 10 prosperity, I think. So where are we at with this one? So this one's 13. So that should be fine. This one is at 9. So Juneborough needs a little bit more prosperity. So So probably what I need to do is stick some more red rocks in. In fact, the red rocks should be here and the June sage grass should be... Oh, actually, no. We could do it this way, couldn't we? Be there or there. That's fine. There we go. So I feel... Do you guys feel like I'm doing so much better with this now? I've got a little bit of experience into the game. And then let's get one more red rock in. It's 14. And I think the tech will take us over to 15 prosperity. Yes, yes. Wonderful. Right, so the inventor village needs to get up to 10. All right, so extra 1 for each science in the minerals within borders with the highest science. Undergrowth or woodcutter. No, I think the mineral one would probably be the one to go for. The toolsmith. And see how much extra that gives us in terms of science. And if not enough, then we'll try and put some more natural resources down. And to have everything to 2 within that first bit of the era is so much better than we've been doing lately at all. So if we can get to that, it's going to be amazing. And especially if we can do it without having to extend the era, that would be amazing. I don't know. We've got 15 eon left to do it. And we're on 6 tech. So do we have any good tech? I mean, redstone next to a plant just makes amazing tech. But sadly, we didn't get to go over this side. We got extra on this side. Just looking to see if anything else has really good tech on it. Mossy stone does. It has 20. I don't know if that'll be quite enough. And we need 4 unique Biosica. I do feel like maybe putting a forest biome here and having some mossy stone might actually be really helpful. But at the moment we've only got 2 uniques. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put forest down next to the desert. Unless there's something really amazing in the ocean. That's the one thing I haven't really checked is ocean stuff. So sea anemones are quite good. Ash trees, surprisingly good. 15 each. Pangolin doesn't really give us much. No, the forest creatures all give us a lot of money, but not a lot else. And the forest rocks are actually decent as well. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put some forest in here. I'm really trying to do as much as I can as early as I can. You may have noticed. So we're gonna do ash tree. For 15. partway through level 7. I just feel like we're not doing enough here to get to 10, which sucks. Just isn't enough. The mineral, wasn't it? It was the mossy stone. Just doesn't have anything for... Hopefully the giant's on his way. Yeah. So that's not going to give us enough. It's going to give us enough to get to like level 8. So I'm kind of feeling like I don't know how to get to 10 with what we've got left. But we can maybe try and get to the second level for the third village as we go through into the next era. I think you're still allowed to do that. This just gives you a chance to get your footing right to start with. And I feel like we've tried. So we've got 2 of them on 2. We've got 73 in the first era. Isn't too bad, is it? I'm just not sure how or what I would change to make this different. Is there a better desert plant? I think we only have the one desert plant. We do have drafts though, so let's draft the desert. We can get limestone or lapis. I feel like limestone would be great, but we do need 3 biodiversity for it. Okay, I'm gonna unlock it and just see what we can get. Also a fan palm would be a good... Yeah, that might be a good one for the red rock as well. So let's just see what we can do with that. Let's have a quick look. So the fan palm. Oops. Gives 15 if it, that would give me 20 instead of, especially because this has base, this does have some base gold, yeah, so I'm going to replace that with a fan palm and that should give us some points. Why did that put us down to 5? Let's hope that goes up. Nine and a half. That's not too bad. So then, with my final trick of the day. Oh, we don't have enough biodiversity because... Darn it. I need to put something in other... Right, okay, I want to buy some more turns if I can. Because we've only got 40 on left until the next. That's giving me an extra 5. That's giving me an extra turn here. And what I'd like to do with that is to try and get the biodiversity up enough. Oh, it's going to be hard though. Problem is this Northern Grove is different to over here. So it's like, I should have kept it one biome. It's one thing to think about. But anyway, never mind. Let's have a look. So I could put some sagebrush in, which would then allow me to put limestone in. Which would make a huge difference. So I'm going to be getting rid of something that's really, really good for me in order to be allowed. So we're back up to level 9. But the biodiversity is now 4. Which should then allow limestone to go in. Oh yeah, okay, I'm going to use my little trick. My little super sneaky trick. I'm going to put it in over the sagebrush. As long as you've got enough, if you take away the thing giving you the biodiversity, it doesn't care. And we did it. Yeah. Limestone and drafts for the win. Nice, yeah. We actually got up to halfway through level 12. I was glad I didn't have to take the red rock away to do it as well, which is fantastic. So now we should have a little bit of extra land as well. Limestone is fab for a tech-based civilization. Okay, so we've got 7 Eon left. I might have been able to do it with what I had, but that's fine. I'll just stick some more bits and bobs in. I'll terraform a bit of desert over here, actually, in Juneborough. But yeah, I'm feeling good about this now. Like, I'm feeling really good about recording something of it to put on the main channel. I feel like I'm going to be a lot less... feel a lot less out at sea with it. But I really did feel like that to start with. Okay. And what should we put down here then? I mean, this is a place that wants just generally prosperity, but I think the easiest thing to do there would be to put down some food. So what will help us get food around here? Not that, not that. It's going to be the animals, I think. So we could do a bit of food and a bit of gold, maybe, because we're very ahead on tech over here. So I'm thinking, why don't we put the Jerboa here? Ooh, actually, no. There has to be an extra critter and... yeah, Jerboa here then. Then we could put sandcats here. And then we could put like snakes over here eventually. And that would give us just try to max out the score, you know, before we move into a different era. And then we'll just finish off with the sandcats. Yay! Time for a new era. I feel like we've done so well with that era. We've got fairly equidistant cities. They're all up to level 2. Don't have much aquatic stuff going on, but maybe we can change that as we go. Just gonna let them finish getting their prosperity up. So we ended up with a score of 85 just on the first part, and considering the first one I did, we were only about 100 by the time we'd done all the eras, so I feel like that's a really good improvement. So we can do an Iron Age again, and we can try and have the Great Forge. We can have an Age of Philosophy, or we can have an Age with monuments. Ooh, let's have a good look through them because we've got 3 different. We've done Iron Age before, so I'm feeling like maybe we wouldn't want to do that. So 12 science on the planet. We'd already have that, I think. 12 population on the planet and 20 science on the planet. And then 80. I'm pretty sure we'd already be all the way through the era quest before we even started. Yeah, I feel like that. Oh, we get an extra draft for 2 stars. Cool. The Monument Age. Build up prestige for this historical city. So we would need to start with the Huntress having 8 gold. Huntress having 13 gold and 2 elements of biotica within borders. And then the Huntress having 35 prosperity. Philosophy looks like it's going to be simple. Iron Age, like I say, I've done it before, but we didn't manage to 3-star it. So I could try and do that, or I could try and do the Monument Age, but I don't actually think that would be too hard either, to be honest. What do we think? Our population is terrible that we can't have Neolithic Revolution. My goodness. So Monument is like the gold one. Tech, Philosophy is a tech one, and so is Iron Age. All right, Demi's all for Monument. Let's do it. Monument. So the Huntress needs to have 8 gold. So the Huntress is here. Making loads of money over here, apparently. I don't even know what from. We need to get 20 population. 4 animals within the borders, and for that we'll need a border increase, but have we had one? I think we have. We've got some bits over here that we can use. Not tons though. So we've got our stoats, we've got our pangolins, and then whatever would stack with them well to give us some extra wealth and population. And then we've got 2 slots over here. These guys aren't even asking for anything. So we've already gotten to... Oh, the Huntress needs to have 13 gold. Okay. And 2 elemental biotica within borders. But I tend to find that going for the city requests first and then trying to respec things is probably a better way forward. So it probably is good to do the Huntress's town first. So just need 1 more wealth. And somehow 20 population. So let's have a little look at what we have and maybe draft something. And it looks like we have micro charges, but we don't have upgrades yet. So blueberries give some food. Bamboo gives a bit of food. Animal wise, oh, for each different adjacent. So I could use the adjacency bonus on the pangolins if I put a mineral or a plant there. So I could put blueberries there and get a huge bonus. But we've already got animals to one side, so we can't use those. Okay, let's have a little look at what minerals we have. So none of the minerals particularly give food, so I'm feeling like actually something like a blueberry bush would totally be the way forward here. Just because of the adjacencies. Yeah, that was a nice big increase. That's probably going to get us to 15 population by the looks of it. It's got the 10 wealth there already. So we just need to work on population on the other side then. Oh, and we've got a little bit of an increase in the town size too. Perfect. I am wondering whether to respec that to water, whether we might get a bit more food out of the water. But historically, we kind of have. So, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a little ocean over here. And we're going to try and get some food out of that, I think. Mind you, are we going to need any biodiversity? Because sometimes it's good to keep just one slot here just for the biodiversity of it. No, I'm going to go with the ocean, I think. I might live to regret it, but we shall see. Because in the ocean, we have herring that give 15. We've got an output of mystery. I forget what the mystery on the huntress is. I don't know if there's a way to see that. So, both and borders, personality. No, I'm not sure. All right, and I'm also going to draft the ocean as well. Let's see if we can get anything more that might give us a really good... Oh yeah, let's get the tuna this time. Tuna! That will definitely work for this playstyle. So what we do is we put tuna here. If I can. Oh. Tuna. Here. Oh, I need the biodiversity first. Okay, so... Anchovy, it gives extra if adjacent to anchovy. Clownfish needs to be next to sea anemone and herring. Okay, so what I'm feeling is we put in herring and maybe anchovy. Herring there. I'm just gonna make this into a massive food stock. Okay, so herring. Anchovy. And then another anchovy so that we've got like the adjacency bonus. The only thing is, like, how big is that adjacency bonus? We don't really need it. And we actually, if I put more herring in, we'd have 15. And we'd have 5 plus 5, which is 10. So I'm actually thinking tuna in here. And then just more herring. The anchovies are just in there for an adjacency bonus thing. Sorry, for a biodiversity bonus. So then I would like to just put some more herring in there, and that'll give me a bit more bonus off the tuna. Beautiful. That worked perfectly. Okay. Next, we're going to work on the diplomat town, which I think is Juneborough. Yes, Hearth of the Diplomat. So it's wanting 3 cities with 25, which we've already done. Perfect. So we just need to get this place up to a prosperity total of 40. Now, I feel like a way to do that would be to do probably just work on wealth, actually. Anyway, one thing I'd like to do, because I think it would be quite useful, is put some snakes here. And then I'm not sure what I'd put there, though. But definitely snakes. So I'm just going to get the biome sorted out, actually. That would help, wouldn't it? Getting the biome sorted. Or I try and put snakes in there. Right, now you can put snakes in. Those cats make an awful lot of meowing sounds, don't they? Okay, and then... Getting more prosperity here. Yeah, it's going up. $40 might still be a bit of a stretch. Let me see what we've got for desert at the moment. So, for those animals, we've got some quite low level stuff. And then we've got limestone, which is going to give huge bonuses, but we already have one of those. Which I thought we did. I genuinely thought we had limestone in here. And that's also weird because it's saying, maybe it's in the other village. Maybe I left it in the other village. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. So limestone is going to need massive biodiversity to put in. However, we do have massive biodiversity over here. I could just stick a limestone in. And this is all loads of animals nearby, so we don't even need to worry about the adjacency. That might be enough to push us to some really good prosperity. Okay, so one thing I'm aware of is that we're starting to run out of Eon, and we will have another age in which to finish off these other quests, and if I get time I will. But I want to go over to the Huntress's village and try and work on the gold. So we do have some upgrade slots. And I could try and do something like get pearls into here. Because we've finished the request, so I can change things over a little bit. So I'm going to draft the ocean. And see if we can get anything good. Oh, okay. Was hoping for pearls. I'm gonna re-roll it. Yeah. What else was that? There was something there that had huge amounts of gold. Man. Okay, never mind. We'll pretend we didn't see it. I don't know why I just can't click on the animals there. We'll stick it there. Oh, not enough biodiversity to add pearls. Okay, so pearls needs 3+. At the moment, we don't have 3+. Is there something taking the biodiversity? Yeah, it's the tuna. So we need to get rid of the tuna and put something else there. So what I'm going to do is put some clownfish over where the tuna is, which will lower the food, but we don't need the food anymore. They're clearly not getting enough attention. They've never been fed in their lives. Sounds like my cat. My cat has never been fed in her entire life. All right, so we do that. That puts the biodiversity back up to 3. All right, let's have a little look now whether that's enough for pearls. Yes. And I can put them next to the shore here instead of those herring. And that should hopefully give us quite a lot of money for the... So she's on 12 already. We only need to get her to 13. And we need 2 element biotica within the borders. So pearl will actually count as I think as an element. If not, then we'll just replace other things. You count as an element? No, you don't. Okay. So how do I put in different elements without sort of messing things up? I'm getting a little bit of money. How much have we gone to then? So we're up to 15, so we can afford to lose a little bit of cash to put the 2 elements in. So let's see what kind of aquatic elements I can put in. Oh, bedrock is 2 times element. Oh, that's an easy fix then, isn't it? Bedrock in instead of herring. Boom! Era completed. Why does this happen? So for 2, we needed the 2 elemental biotica. And then we needed 35 prosperity, which the huntress already had. So as soon as we were able to sort of... I'm finding this happens a lot, actually. As soon as you, like, get one bottleneck out of the way, the rest just falls into place. So I've, like, totally completed the era. 340 score on my second planet. I think I'm getting the hang of this now, yeah. I'm almost certain, Avak, you have such a good head for how things work that you're going to absolutely smash any scores I get. But we're at the end... Well, we're not even at the end. We're sort of making our way through the monument age. So if I skip... If I finished everything and I skip, every 5 will be turned into bonus prosperity. I'll get an extra 4 prosperity. I feel like I could turn those turns into more prosperity than... Let's just see if any of these... Yeah, so I've still got empty spots in at least one place, so I feel like I'd like to maybe just extend the desert out here at least. In Lombra. And sort of try and work on the inventor town and the diplomat town. Try and get the city requests done.